person voicing my concerns. I don't wear a white coat. I don't have letters after my name. I have a much more important job. I am a parent. I'm concerned for our children. They have lost nearly 6 months of education, and who knows where this current break will end. The changes our children have recently had to endure are wrong on every level. No hugging, no close interaction with their friends, wearing masks, excessive hand sanitation, kids in bubbles, kids in circles, no St. Patrick's Day, no 12th of July celebrations, no Easter, no Halloween, and it's pretty evident the plans they have in store for Christmas. No singing happy birthday in schools, but I do know there are some teachers out there that have completely ignored this proposal and went on ahead and sang happy birthday to their children. So thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. It is a huge concern for me and many other parents that there have been recent changes in law regarding age of consent to vaccinate. This allows a child of any school age to consent for vaccination despite the parents' wishes. A child's present is now consent. How is this?
Brutality!
There's also been a change in law that allows health authorities to enter schools and administer vaccines on dates other than dates given to the parents. There's been several cases in the Republic of Ireland where unvaccinated children have been vaccinated at school despite parents' requests. There was a case more local to myself where a parent became aware that her child received the flu spray despite putting it in writing. She did not give permission. When her daughter one day pointed the poster on the wall in the waiting room of the doctor's surgery and said, "Look, Mummy, that's what I got in school." Children have no idea what they're getting, and they're being guided by medical professionals without parental consent.
Shame on you!
Somehow this is considered legal.
Let's listen, everybody back!
Exactly.
Everybody listen!
I can remember waking up one morning and reading about how it was discovered that the PCR test that was being used was not fit for purpose and not designed. Can we pause you just for 1 second? We'll get you back on again.
Folks, we have a very good friend here with us. He's an ex-police officer and he wants to say a few words. Anthony? Hello everybody. My name is Thomas Anthony Carlin. I'm also known as Anthony. I'm also known as Boo, depending on who you are. For 10 years I stood in a police officer's uniform. So I probably know from behind these guys' masks who some of them are. What I'm asking everyone to do is I'm asking everyone to remain calm. Right, everyone remain calm. Now, this has to be balanced by the fact that the police have got a job to do. They're being told by the bosses on the way down what they have to do. And they're between a rock and a hard place because it's their job. It's their job, hold on. It's their job to keep the peace and to do what they're being told. And that comes from Stormont. What the legislation is right the way down to the boots on the ground. And these guys are the people that are coming between the people and the government. What they're doing is a very difficult job. What I'm asking for the police, and I stood in their uniform for 10 years, I'm asking them to exercise as much restraint as they can possibly do today.
Yes!
But the reason why many people are standing here is because we don't want the cure to be worse than the disease. But we believe that there will be more people dying, including the police's friends and their family and their grannies and everyone in their family. We've all got vulnerable people in their families. We don't want them dying. We want to use common sense measures. But there's 15,000 medical professionals have said that the lockdown isn't going to work and that more people are going to die as a result. Whenever the economy is shut down and people aren't going to work, food's not going to be transported. There's going to be food shortages because of this lockdown. It needs to be looked at. People need to have their right, the freedom to assemble, their freedom to stand up here and use their human rights to stand here and peacefully speak about what they want to speak about.
Everybody's losing their jobs.
Right, so people are losing their jobs, but what I'm going to say to you is I know how difficult it is for police to stand here and do it, and I support the police in doing a difficult job, but they have to also balance that they're not going to be too heavy-handed today and they're understanding what people are doing.
So no, they're not.
Okay. No, they are. Listen.
They're not breaking laws. They are breaking laws.
So I've made some notes on the way up today. I want a chance to speak them here. So I know what people want me shouting a roar here. Please, if you're going to shout near to me, you're going to put me off here. Police have also balanced with their job and the legislation and what their job is here today. They also have a social and a moral obligation to look at this subject because they go off duty and they also have a family whenever they go home. I remind police that they're not employees, that they're office holders. Police are independent office holders and they come together as a police service because it's so efficient. That's the reason for it. The police, the PSNI are standing here today and each one is an independent office holder and each police officer has to justify themselves if they're going to arrest someone, if they're going to caution anyone, and they can use restraint. If they believe that these laws are unlawful. Now, I've never seen anything that has caused so much divide. Coronavirus doesn't make sense. All of the rules that's been brought in don't make sense. They told us not to wear masks at the start, and then science did a U-turn and now saying that masks don't work.
They've been saying that from the start.
So they're trying to, they do work. So everyone says that these masks work. So if masks work, it says on the masks that you have to have a clean shaven face. So they're saying that it's mandatory for all the men to shave. Because half the middle-aged women will have to shave too and pluck a few hairs to make their mask work. We have to use... Right. What he says, it's already been covered here today. There's 15,000 medical people have said that the Barrington Declaration, 15,000 medical professionals are putting their reputations on the line to say that this lockdown is not happening. Please, I'm asking the police officers not to arrest people. I'm asking people not to be compliant with the police, speak to them in a civil manner, don't give them any abuse. Please, everyone, calm down. This entire lockdown has been based on the one fact that everyone agrees with is that PCR tests are faulty.
Yes.
The whole justifications for this lockdown is based upon these faulty PCR tests. We need to have a public debate with the thousands and thousands of medical experts that say the lockdown doesn't work versus the small handful of secret people behind that the government are using to justify the lockdown. Science, there's only one science. So we need to have all the people coming together to have a public debate to work out what the science is, because people are confused. People don't know what to do, they don't know what to think. And the bottom line is that the PSNI constables here, they're caught in the middle between having to do their jobs and keep the peace.
Fair enough.
Right, so what I'm going to say here is, right, there's been nothing but statistical manipulation of coronavirus from the start until now. And that statistical manipulation has been used to carry out this lockdown, where we all want to be safe. The main thing that people can do is to get a strong immune system. Okay? And the government's not covering that, and the media's not covering that. The media is complicit. It's complicit in spreading so much disinformation. They're giving one side as much news media coverage as they want, and the other side are getting covered up and they're not allowed to speak. Right?
That's us.
So everybody has to sit and look after their own health. Vitamin C, vitamin D3, zinc and K2. Get out and get walking. Do what you're doing today. Go out and go walking, look after your health, start exercising. The vitamins that's for sale in Holland and Barrett and Boots aren't worth it. They're not worth it at all. They're cheap muck. There's a government website called Codex Alimentarius. Now that's not conspiracy theory, that's a government website. And their entire aim is to reduce the content of vitamins to such a level that it's negligible and they're no good to you. So you're going to have to go and spend 30 quid on a bottle of vitamin C for it to do you any good. And you have to balance that there because you have to get your, instead of paying 30 quid on a Domino's pizza, go out and go walk and buy these vitamins and look after yourselves. Nature's best. Right, and I'm the expert here. I am no expert. I have no qualifications in this whatsoever, and I will say most of the people here don't. But people need to understand that everyone's very passionate about this. People like Liam Mulholland, he was a recognised expert in his field up until he spoke out and said against what the government wants, and now he's been excommunicated and he's being vilified. It's people like him that need to come and speak up. I have a lot of things that I want to say. All I'm asking for today is, I know how difficult it is for the police. I'm asking everybody to remain calm, try and work with police, spread out a wee bit so you're doing your social distancing. Try and make the police's job as easy as possible today. Take a wee step back. I mean, I don't even think there's any the social distancing. Right, guys, I'm going to actually ask Liam to step forward if Liam's going to speak. Liam, are you going to come and speak? Oh yeah. Come ahead here. Right, Liam is an expert. He has the qualifications. I'm just trying to diffuse something here, so I'm going to ask Liam if he wants to give us a chat for a few seconds. But please, everyone, remain calm and help the police to do their jobs. Spread out a wee bit. Can everybody just take a step back and spread out so that you're not breaching the social distancing? Okay? We're all out for a walk today. We happen to walk past somebody with a mic. So we're all standing here, exercising our human rights.
Behind
do
you.
as much as possible.
Behind you. Look what's
So I'm
going
going to
on.
be putting out some videos myself, trying to explain this. This is under a lot of pressure here. I wasn't expecting to be handling the mic here at short notice. I've only put these notes together, but everybody keep calm and keep protesting and keep doing as much social disobedience as you can do without breaking the law. Alright, the police are here, and what their job is that there's standard criminal offences. People being assaulted, theft, all of those things the police are required for. But they're now in this grey area where there's legislation being brought in and it's being forced down their throats, and they're between a rock and a hard place. So I'm asking for the crowd to show a bit of restraint, space out, try and give the police an easy job, and I'm asking for the police, please, to take it easy on the people here today. So I'm going to ask, does Liam want to have a chat today? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what this here doesn't make sense. The police are not being socially distanced. Calm down, calm it down.
Leave brutality!
Guys, calm it down.
Fucking disgrace!
Non-violence, guys. Non-violence. Calm it down.
You're a joke! You're a joke!
What did he do?
Oh my God! That's a woman! That is a woman! Get off her! Get off her! That's a woman! Police brutality! That is a woman! Two women! Get off them! Two women! Get off them! Get off them!
A woman!
Get off them! Two women! Two women!
Hey guys, calm down!
Leave your hand on me!
Leave me! Help me! Somebody
Hey guys, right, no need for aggression! Folks, everybody, we've got this recorded!
Yes.
We're going home!